Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of regular car reviews. So this right here is a list of cars that do exist in GTA 5, but they look different from their GTA 5 version, or they're slightly different, like the Rebla. I think it's the Rebla GTS. It's like a different version. It looks completely different from the Rebla in GTA 5 and 4, obviously. So these are kind of like the previous generations of these cars. I included the bus because the bus does look different than the bus in GTA 5. So we're gonna spin the wheel and see if we can. I only got 10 cars this time, which means I won't be in Liberty for much longer, everybody. So for those of you excited for me to get back to Los Santos and review some of the new cars from the new update, don't worry. I want to get this done because I feel like I feel like I'm obligated to review some of these cards because I kind of want to. I want to stay in Liberty. I would love to review every single car in GTA 4, even if I've already reviewed the GTA 5 version of that car, just because of the physics in the game. But anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel until we get our hands on today. Alright, here we go. The Rebla. Is that what it's called? The Rebla? Okay. Alright. The Benefactor Rebla. Nice. 2000 Ubermacht Rebla. The direct competitor to the Serrano. But, how does it stand up in the comparison? Let's find out. Oh god, I'm gonna do a song parody of, what is it again? Last Resort. Yeah, Papa Roach. Y'all remember Papa Roach? God, okay. This is the Ubermacht Rebla. This car's in GTA 5, but it's different, and that game don't care if it was anyway. Okay, that's enough. You know, Last Resort was the first I and probably almost everybody heard from Papa Roach. Apparently he still does music, and hey, that's good for him. 2000 Ubermacht Rebla. Too broke for the Huntley, but too good for the Landstalker, I see. So, we shut up with this. Honestly, I really liked Rebla's design. It contrasts quite heavily to the larger SUVs we got in GTA 5 and online. It looks a lot different to its modern day GTA 5 counterpart, as I'll discuss in a moment. The Rebla has no history in the series, as GTA 4 was the only game for it to appear in. However, it did appear again in the GTA Online Diamond Casino Heist update as the vastly updated and much larger Rebla GTS. GTS is based on a modern day BMW X5 SUV. Just like its modern sibling, the original Rebla is also based on the X5, specifically the first generation, with bits of Mercedes, Audi, and apparently South Korean and Chinese knockoffs of Mercedes as well. Interesting. The Rebla can also be found in-game with a rear spoiler, twin exhaust, and a special variant I'll discuss in a bit. The first generation X5 was produced from 1999 until 2006, and featured several different engine options. You could get a 3.0 liter inline 6 and a choice of two 4.4 to 4.8 V8 options. And of course, because it's European, a 3 liter i6 turbo diesel was also offered, but I'm pretty sure only Europeans bought this option because Europeans. For transmission options, you had the choice of a 5 or 6-speed manual and a 5 or 6-speed automatic. Being SUV, of course, it was all-wheel drive. The X5 was seen as the perfect balance of luxury, performance, and off-road capability, as perfectly stated by this Men and Motors video.
But what if, when the weekend comes, you fancy getting to grips with nature and sampling a taste of the great outdoors? What, you? Well, I know it's not usually my style, but if I had the kind of vehicle that offered me the opportunity to do both, I might just try it. Impossible. What kind of car can offer superb on-road performance and luxury and have the capabilities to go off-road? Well, actually, this one can. The BMW X5.
I actually really like the X5, at least as far as the earlier generations go. The newest model, I mean, that grille though. As for the Rebla, according to in-game models and badging, it features a 4.8 V8. The 4.8i badging on the side is a clear nod to the 4.8i featured in the real-life X5. Unlike the X5, I was surprised to discover the Rebla is only rear-wheel drive. The way it handles, however, told me otherwise, which is a great segue into the handling segment. Now, contrary to its looks, this SUV feels distinctly road-oriented as opposed to its larger cousins in the game. With the definite lack of an all-wheel drive layout, this car wants to oversteer almost constantly, but not to the point where you lose control. The suspension itself is very soft and floaty, as to be expected for a vehicle in this class, making it very easy to oversteer and lose control if you're not a skilled driver. This, however, can work in your favor, as the powerful V8 gives the car enough torque to remain in the power band and in motion, in handbrake turns, and even Scandinavian flicks. I had a lot of fun taking through the turns and the corners to see how far I could push it before I eventually understeered into a guardrail or just lost control completely. Now, there does exist a special unique variant of the Rebla, which is the Russian Mafia variant found in Hove Beach. It is only available in black and features dual exhaust, lowered suspension, a body kit, and a rear roof spoiler. The wiki suggests this is a nod to the real-life high theft rates of luxury SUVs in the United States, which were then shipped over to Eastern Europe. And no, the lowered suspension doesn't make it handle any better. My guess is they just slapped on some cheap eBay coilovers, which make the car look nice, but it makes the ride terrible. Overall, what are my thoughts on the Rebla? Well, I'd say it's one of the best SUVs in the game. It's relatively quick, and while it lacks all-wheel drive, it's definitely fun to drive and easy to control in the hand of a skilled driver. However, if you want something with a lower center of gravity and an all-wheel drive system, I'd recommend the Emperor Habanero 2000 Ubermacht Rebla. I'm surprised I haven't reviewed an Ubermacht car until now. Oh, there you go. Well, there we go. That's the first review for the cars that exist in GTA 5 and also 4, but they're different in 4. I couldn't think of a shorter version to come up with that list, so it's like I call it the previous generations list. So this is technically, I guess you could say, the first quote-unquote generation of the Rebla. I'll probably put it in like the title or something. So yeah, I'm really excited to. I want to see how it compares to the GTS when I review it. I imagine I will hate the GTS because it's big and ugly, and modern car bad. Anyway, guys, until next time, I will see you all in the next one. Be on the lookout for another episode of My Summer Car coming out very soon. I'm almost done with the series finally. I can finally play a different game. See you next time.